Hey Glassgang, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for checking out my recent upload. My reflective No-VATS Gauss minigun, that one was a 4-star build, this one is a 3-star build. Following the same principles of the last video, I decided to use non-raid gear, meaning all this gear I'm using, you don't need to do the raids to get it. There's no 4 stars in this build, so there's minimal requirements. This is a human build guide for levels 3 to 500. This build is so powerful it can solo ENO6 in the first stage, meaning you won't have to go through separate heat waves to survive it. You can just walk in and kill ENO6 in around 1 minute. What we're gonna do now is I'll show you how the build performs with 2 different sets of armor. This way you'll have some options depending on what you already have. After that, we'll look at the weapons, special perk loadout, and I'll also show you how you can reset the first stage and keep farming the first stage to get all your legendary 4-star gear that you need if you want to fully optimize this build to the 4-star version of this build that I have linked in the description. So the first test we're looking at is going to be with Union Overeater's Power Armor. This has the Overeaters +2 Intelligence and Sentinel's legendary mods. All except for the chest having powered on the 2-star mod slot. This is so I have better AP regen when sprinting around. And I also have the internal database mod on the helmet to give +2 intelligence on the helmet. You also don't want to use anything but Stimpack Supers with this build. Stimpack Supers just have a faster initial burst of healing that Stimpacks or regular Stims don't have. And what I do is I start off with a Vampire's Gauss mini, and I'll focus fire at the shield. This won't do damage to the shield, but the vampire's effect will trigger and will heal me, while deflect damage from bullet shield damages the shield, and you only have to be firing a heavy gun. So it's not the bullets coming from the minigun that are damaging the shield, it's the act of firing at your enemy while getting shot at. You also have to be pretty close for this effect to trigger properly and get the most out of it, so I recommend standing right up at the console where you start the ENO6 fight. After the shield goes down, I switch to my Furious Gauss minigun and focus my fire on the torso. With Center Masochist, I'm getting 75% more range damage when attacking the torso. Also, with the +2 intelligence mods on our armor, it gives us a 38% buff, and the results speak for themselves. For this being a 3-star build, I'm very surprised at the overall survivability and damage output of this setup, but I think you'll like this next armor choice even more. In my opinion, it's your best one to use if you're gonna use a new armor set as a workhorse to farm ENO6 and get 4-star mods. The next armor set we're looking at is Hellcat Troubleshooters armor. In my opinion, this is your best option if you want a really solid tanky set that's gonna make sure you survive the encounter with 0 issue. You'll also notice I have the internal database mod on the helmet to increase my intelligence by +2. Everything we can do to bring up intelligence on this build will bring up the damage. Also, with both these armor sets being a Sentinel's build, it means that we have to stand still to maximize its effect. The Sentinel's mod gives us 5% reduced damage taken while not moving. Other important mods are on the chest. I have more survivability on this build with medic pump on the chest instead of the jetpack. This means that it will use a stim pack when your health drops below 50% every time your health drops below 50%. And if you want to maximize this, make sure you don't have anything but Stimpack Supers on you. Even though you have your Stimpack selection preference set to Stimpack Supers, it will still ignore that and use the diluted and regular stims first if you have those on you. At least at the time of this recording, that's the way it's programmed. Your quick heal stim pack priority only works with manual stimming and does not work with automatic stim perks like auto stim legendary mods or auto stimming perks on your armor. Now we'll take a look at how it performs at ENO6 using the same tactics as the first run. If you want a pro tip on ammo conservation, only fire the weapon when ENO6 is firing at you so that you can recover some HP while he's doing that. And when you're not firing, hit your stim button to use a stim pack super and heal in between. Same tactic here. After the shield goes down, I switch from the Vampire's Gauss Mini to the Furious Gauss Minigun to do the most amount of damage. And look at all that damage. It's like I have a whole team down here with me. So now hopefully that helped you decide on what armor set you should be using and legendary perks to go with it. Now let's see what weapons and legendary mods you need on the 3-star weapons. After that, we'll go over the special perk loadout. That's the first stage boss over in just over a minute, completely solo with 3-star gear. This is the weapon I used to drop the shield. It has the Vampire's Rapid and Lightweight legendary mod, along with the Pentabarrel, Tesla coil capacitor, and gunner sight. With the Vampire's mod and Rapid mod, this combined gives you enough health points to trigger from hit points to keep you alive through dropping the shield. After the shield goes down, I switch to my Furious Gauss Minigun. This is to do more damage through onslaught stacks. With the Furious, Rapid, and +3 intelligence mods, this will also boost my intelligence, but you'll honestly hit the soft cap for the damage threshold at 38% on the Science Perk Card at 38 intelligence. And this build is able to achieve that without this mod, meaning you could run a 15% reload speed mod, Swift legendary mod, or the lightweight 90% reduced weight mod. And if you're going to run it as a medic build, the medic's weapons I use with it are medic's Thirst Zapper. This way I have basically infinite ammo with this gun, as it just uses water. With the medic's legendary perk, it allows you to heal anyone for free basically. You don't run out of ammo doing this. This is the best method. And I also use a medic's Rapid Lightweight Napalmer Flamer. These are the special points you need to invest in the base perks of the build. These are the perk cards. I went with a Team Medic build loadout for this special perk loadout because this is an update video to my Whambulance video, a 3-star Team Medic build that I have on the channel, which was the first raid build that I put together to use in the raids and has always been an Overeater's Sentinel 3-star armor build. If you don't want to use the Team Medic perks, you can swap those out for any that suit your playstyle. Or let me know in the comments what you would swap those out to for a regular team-based build and not a medic-specific build. There's a few points to play with. I would still at least run Field Surgeon and First Aid though for optimal stim pack performance. This one's also very important for this build. Damage based on your intelligence. This is how we're getting the 38% energy damage buff. This one is basically meaningless in the raids, but it is useful if you're going to be using it outside the raids and you want to save on stim packs when you're reviving others. This is the best medic-based perk to use in the raids because using your stim pack will heal other teammates around you for their full strength, and we're using stim pack supers only. These are the legendary perk cards. I recommend running it as a herbivore because I do, and it does perform better because it does get more intelligence from being herbivore, but you can run it as carnivore. These are optional buffs that you can do to further optimize the build. Black-Eyed Soothin', Brain Fungus Soup, or Brain Bombs. And Psychotats. This is how you restart the raid after you've completed the first boss to keep farming it so you can get your 4-star loot, and this is not a glitch, it is a method to reset the encounter. That works as intended. So in the Pip-Boy you want to scroll over to the data tab and then press X to reject the quest. This is going to make you leave the raid Glooming Depths. And when you go back into the raids, the quest will be reappeared at the start and you'll get the notification Raid Gleaming Depths quest started.